Did Mom really do it? Did she really shatter her?
She had to. The Earth belonged to Pink Diamond. Destroying her was the only way to save the planet.
What? Didn't they just spend an entire episode unbubbling and then rebubbling a character that wanted to shatter other gems? Why are they doing this? Hello interwebs, I'm Eric and welcome to TheLooneyTurtle. Ever since the beginning of the show, Steven Universe has been avoiding the subject of Pink Diamond. Her statue's been destroyed in the battle arena, her shrine is out of view in It Could Have Been Great, and her absence in the present Diamond Authority logo heavily implies that something happened to her in the past. That is, until recently where it was revealed that one of the rubies saw Rose shatter her. Although, as I said a minute ago, that doesn't add up when you have the knowledge that Rose hid bismuth away for centuries due to how she made a tool designed for shattering gems. If this...
No! No one is using it! I'm sorry, Bismuth, but it's not right.
That's exactly what she said.
holds any water, then Rose was vocally against shattering gems. Now, a possible explanation is that Rose shattered Pink Diamond to kick off the rebellion. That would explain why Blue Diamond chose to flee rather than engaging the rebel forces in The Answer. It would also make it so she has a reason to be against the breaking point. It's because she regrets what she's done in the past and wants to win the war without more needless bloodshed. I mean, look at how all of the gems that they've defeated thus far aren't shattered, but instead stored away until they can be healed or helped in some way. If Rose experienced shattering a gem firsthand, then it might give more weight to her beliefs. That all being said, I don't believe that she shattered Pink Diamond. Why not? Because Pink Diamond was Rose's diamond. While Rose may want to be free to see the Earth thrive, it's hard to not only defy your superiors, but to kill them as well. Rose is still, at least partially, loyal to Pink Diamond and appears to believe that gems can be reformed. She's been seen time and time again encouraging the crystal gems to be their own gems when they're in a less controlled environment. Like how Pearl, the gem that usually fills the role of a servant, claims that she belongs to nobody. How, while Amethyst may have come out wrong, she's still able to do some remarkable things. The crystal gems want to be free to exist, free to explore the world and make their own choices. So, rather than shattering the gems that don't fit into their respective roles, the crystal gems bubble them until they can be healed or given a chance to experience real independence. Now, some theories have cropped up that rather than Rose shattering Pink Diamond, it was Pearl instead. But a lot of the evidence points to her being White Diamond's gem. How? Well, look at what color she is in The Answer. Visibly, she's white. And to further compound her relation to White Diamond, look at how her gem is placed in her head, rather than Yellow or Blue Diamond's chest placement, and Pink Diamond's belly placement. Since she was designed to be White Diamond's servant, I can understand a vendetta resulting in murder, but with this level of detachment, I'm inclined to believe that Pink Diamond wasn't shattered by Pearl. Garnet might be one of the more likely candidates of the crystal gems, as she has smashing gauntlets, but I'm more inclined to believe that this is all a conspiracy.
Oh, so you're pulling a Ronaldo.
Yep, but honestly, I'd give more credit to how his remarks apply to some of the things we've seen in the show. Rose Quartz, as I pointed out before, is against shattering another gem because it just isn't right. In addition, she had Bismuth create a sword that...
I designed this sword for a fair fight. It can cut through a gem's physical form in an instant, destroying the body, but never the gem.
She seems a bit irritated that Rose had a weapon crafted like this, almost as if Rose asked for weapons that maimed an opponent rather than killing them. It also might be worth pointing out that in The Answer, we see Rose use something to poof a giant ruby. We can clearly see that two impacts were made, along with a final impact that's rather Rose-themed. I'm inclined to believe that this was her sword due to how we haven't seen a gem poof another gem's physical form without smashing or puncturing it in some way. This might mean that Bismuth had to start out with weapons that didn't shatter gems, meaning that Rose's intent to avoid needless bloodshed has remained since the very beginning of her rebellion. At the very least, we know that Ruby remembers seeing Rose with her huge sword. Whether that be at the point she saw Rose shatter Pink Diamond, or later, we don't exactly know at this point.
Wait, why did Ruby say that she saw Rose shatter Pink Diamond then?
Rubies are incredibly stupid.
Well, that's offensive.
A little, but I mean, it's true. They were fooled on multiple occasions by the crystal gems, whether it be through counting 5 gems when 6 are present, wearing clothes that hid a gem, leading them to Jupiter, or shapeshifting. These gems are incredibly easy to fool, so who's to say that Ruby actually saw Rose Quartz shatter Pink Diamond? What if it was a scenario constructed by Rose Quartz in order to end the rebellion?
How could they have pulled that off?
Well, looking at the runes, there are 4 different statues, each likely representing one of the diamonds. 1 with a gem on her head, 2 with their gem on their chest, and finally, a smashed statue. Using the moon-based murals as a base, we can see that White Diamond has a gem in her head, while Yellow and Blue Diamond have gems in their chest, meaning that the statue that was destroyed is most likely Pink Diamond's.
So you're saying that Ruby saw Rose destroy Pink Diamond's statue and told everyone that she shattered Pink Diamond?
Yeah,
Then what happened to Pink Diamond?
she was captured by the crystal gems.
Well, then why haven't we seen her? Or why haven't the others seen it?
Because it would compromise the whole plan. If there were rumors that Pink Diamond was still out there, then the war would have a reason to continue. But if Homeworld's leader has been destroyed, then their drive is all but lost. What reason is there to fight for your diamond if you can't get their appreciation?
Revenge?
That could be fueled by a giant world-destroying cluster, couldn't it?
Well, I guess so. But where's Pink Diamond?
Home.
So at the temple?
Yep. In the episode Catch and Release, while Peridot is talking to Steven, one of the bubbles has a strangely diamond-like gem inside of it.
What?
I know, even I missed this detail until I saw it on Tumblr. And then I rechecked because Tumblr might lie. This appears to be a pink diamond in a white bubble. I don't know if that's because they needed complementary colors or if the bubble is actually white, but the gem contained inside has a striking resemblance to that of a diamond. At this point, there's a possibility that this pink gem is just another corrupt or homeworld quartz soldier. I mean, look at how Yellow Diamond's gem is a literal diamond shape. There isn't a whole lot of consistency in means of shape when we compare her to Blue Diamond, but it's possible that the one we see in the temple is too large to be one of the diamonds. At the very least, I would like to believe that Pink Diamond is still out there. Maybe not right in a place where the other crystal gems can get to it at a moment's notice, but somewhere on Earth. But that's just what I think. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're at it, why not check out my friend Inside a Mind? His previous channel was CP Games, but due to some personal reasons, he had to change it to a different channel, and there we are. I'm going to be playing an egg, a German egg now. It used to be Russian, but now it's going to be German, because I had fun. And if you aren't interested in that, then feel free to check out some of the videos on screen, and I will hopefully see all of you in the next video.